So today I needed to wash my face. Instead of just washing my face, I decided it was easier to just take a shower. And I thought, that's really strange because just washing my face seems like so much less effort than taking an entire shower. And that's when I started to think, oh, is this an ADHD thing? And it turns out that it is. Now, it may seem like washing your face is just one thing, but to an ADHD brain, it's a bunch of little micro steps, and none of them are actually that connected to each other. There's no clear beginning, middle, end. You really could do some of the things out of order. With a shower, it has a clear beginning, middle, and end. So my brain feels less pressure. I have to do less work to think about what I'm doing. I did a little Googling and looked back at some of my own resources. And it is a part of executive function or dysfunction. It's also a part of reward sensitivity, which is something that people with ADHD struggle with, and also some nervous system regulation stuff. So ADHD affects how we initiate tasks, like how we start ones, especially when they're boring, fragmented, have no obvious reward, or they're disconnected in the way that washing your face is. Our brains are usually chasing stimulation or relief, anything that sparks dopamine, and especially in an ADHD brain, that dopamine hit is really, really important. Showers include the whole body. They're multisensory, they're emotionally regulating because cold or temperature change in general is regulating to your nervous system. That's biology and science. We know that. We have the feel of the water, we have the temperature change, we have the smell of the shampoo and the soaps, we have the whole 9 yards. It's an immersive experience. And so it's almost like having a really, really good distraction, It's something to really focus on. I will say it is really hard to take a shower as somebody with ADHD to motivate yourself to get into the shower because switching gears into being wet and then from being wet to being dry, like others have talked about, can be very, very difficult. But in this case, it's stimulating. People with ADHD need a lot of stimulation, and this is stimulation on all of our senses, even on taste, possibly. If you rinse your mouth out or you brush your teeth in the shower or whatever it happens to be, right? So most of our senses are engaged in a shower, and that's part of what makes it easier for someone with ADHD to engage with. When you are just washing your face at the sink, there's all these little tiny steps, and all of these things lead to easily being distracted and getting off course. Washing your face is a low stimulation, low reward, and often loaded with invisible barriers like emotional resistance, body image stuff, or just decision fatigue. Body image stuff, you have to stare at your face the whole time. So if you're somebody who has issues around body image, especially with your facial body image, that could be an issue too. Did see in some of the research that was part of it. Neuroscientists like Dr. Russell Barkley and clinicians in trauma-informed care talk about how ADHD brains thrive with structure, ritual, and embodied regulation, not random isolated tasks. Washing your face feels like a very isolated random task, whereas taking a full shower feels like a total accomplishment because it's a whole bunch of related tasks that we're getting finished. It builds that sense of accomplishment. So if it sounds like you, if you're like me and you would prefer to shower over just washing your face, or you're trying to be good to your skin and not wash your face in the shower, like we're not supposed to, but I do. There are some things that I saw out there in the world that you could try. Bundle face washing into another routine like brushing your teeth or your shower. Rituals are easier than one-off tasks. What I will say is that sometimes when I'm waiting for the water to heat up in my shower, I will wash my face while I'm waiting because the water is cooler, it's better for your face. That's very helpful actually. So if you're trying to just wash your face, roll it into something else like putting your laundry away or brushing your teeth like it says. Often in ADHD work, a lot of strategies do bundle things together. Sometimes it's non-preferred with preferred activities. I might bundle, I don't mind cleaning my litter box, so I'll clean my litter box and then that'll make me feel kind of icky because I just cleaned a litter box, and then I'll be more motivated to take a shower. So it's about pairing things sometimes. Use sensory cues like a favorite scented face wash, cold water splash, a soft towel, your favorite color towel, or something hilarious or something like that could be really helpful. Use body doubling. You can text a friend. You can set a video of somebody else doing their routine. I personally believe that those get ready with me videos are very popular because they can act as a body double. And if you haven't heard about what a body double is in the ADHD treatment world, then Google it. It's probably one of the most useful things. It's also why some people put on music or a podcast, especially more so than music. Or you can even talk through it yourself, out loud to yourself, and that can also be helpful. I have not tried that one, so if any of you actually try to just narrate yourself out loud as a way of coping with some ADHD dysregulation, let me know. That's really interesting to me, actually. And then give yourself credit for doing the active care. Whatever you do, it's all regulation, it's all taking care of yourself, it's all prioritizing your needs, which is really important. So celebrate those little wins. Anyways, that was my long story time of me wanting to shower rather than just washing my face. Let me know if you have any other tips for us.